What up, this your boy Kendall Stones, aka Kofi Weeds, and I'm here with the good brother.
The DOE. Let's go.
We are the DirtyHeelz Wrestling Podcast. Man, you can catch us here every Thursday night and replaying every Friday morning right here on Element Radio 1.
Yo, we go over all the latest news in pro wrestling, along with covering independent wrestling events in the tri-state area. We have special interviews as we go on location. Yo, we are the DirtyHeelz Podcast right here on what?
Element Radio 1.
Dang.
Shit.
Back
with another one.
Let's go.
It's your boy King Stones, aka Kofi Weeds.
Yeah.
I'm in the house with the good brother.
What? The DOE. Let's go.
Got a special motherfucking guest in the
building. Nick Shin.
And if you don't know Nick Shin,
you ain't the best.
You missing.
Cause you ain't Nick Shin.
You like that bars?
You already know. Please, before we start this shit, man, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Pro Wrestling Tees, Twitter, iHeart, Twitch, all that shit, man. Hashtag DirtyHeelz. Of course, Nick Info will be up here as well. Introduce yourself, man. Let's go.
What's good, baby? I'm Nick Shin, the white tiger among zebras.
Whoa!
You already know that.
That was new. That was new.
It just means that I'm better than every zebra.
Whoa!
Simple as
No Madagascar. Let's go.
that. We always. Thank you. We all wear stripes. Everybody wants to be a zebra. But why be a zebra? Zebras is soft.
Are we churching out here? Church.
I'm a white tiger.
Oh, wow.
I'm a white tiger when I'm out there. It's a difference when I go out in that ring. So what I'm telling y'all is I'm the greatest referee alive.
Yo, tell them where they can find you at, Nick, as well, since you that goddamn great. Let's go, man.
You can find me on all social medias at Nick_Shin. That's pretty much it. If you can't find me, then I don't know, you're just not searching. If you Google me, you'll find things probably about my wrestling career, which was a fun time, but you just find things about me because I've been doing this and I've been putting my hard work and putting my life into this, and it's just not gonna stop.
What? How we get this started, Nick? How do we start?
2015, I was bored and I had broken my leg and all that. Like, it was messed up. I don't want to go back too much into the injury, but it was a bad time for my leg, and I was healing. And like the whole time I was watching wrestling. I was watching, like, on Netflix they had Lucha Underground, so I was like, I'm gonna watch Lucha Underground.
Dario, no Caesar.
It's weird how things played out because I watched like every single episode of it because I had nothing but time. I was like, I messed myself up at work and stuff, so I was provided for it, so I was okay and all that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just watch all this wrestling. I want to be back into it. I saw this school online, so I was like, all right, let me see if I can do this because I feel like I could do this shit. I really couldn't do this shit. I could not to this level, but not to no Lucha.
He said he couldn't do it.
Not to no Lucha Underground level. The level that I did was different, and the things that I can do are different, but not no flippity dippity
Technical guy.
Yeah. I'm more so like everything I did was Jimmy Valiant. So anything Jimmy Valiant can do, that's what I would try to do. And she did barely anything except work the crowd.
Oh wow.
So for the people out there that just tuning this shit in, because this is bugging me out, Nick is still a wrestler. We just don't know that.
As long as we know, I didn't know. Actually blew my mind just now, bro.
Is that what happened with most referees sometimes? Like with wrestlers that don't want to, don't cut it. How does that work? If you don't mind me asking.
It really depends on the person because a lot of referees are just people who are just like, oh, I want to be a wrestler, but I can't be a wrestler, so I'm gonna try to be a referee because it's the easiest thing to do. And if you want to be trash at it, or you really don't want to put your work in and do something, if you just want to be a basic ref, you could do that and be a great referee. Or you can put your all into this and understand the psychology and understand placement, camera work, things like that can separate you from other refs that can help a match.
I love that shit, man.
But that shit, like, you either make that choice or you don't. Being a ref is a choice, honestly.
Now, let me ask you a question, brother, if you don't mind me asking. When was the first time you fell in love with wrestling? And do you remember the referees on deck? One ref on deck at that time?
Not at all, because the first time I fell in love with wrestling, I was with my mom at the Garden State Plaza, and we were just walking through, and they had this little corner table shit just set up.
Love it.
And Kane was there.
Oh,
and
wow.
Just in his gear, and I was like, yo, who is this? What is this? Like, I've seen wrestling like in the off center, and like my grandpa used to watch like old school NWA shit. It was like, other than that, I really ain't just turned it on. I had to be like 6, 7, 8. My mom was like, all right, you want to meet him? We got time. All right, let's go meet him. So I walk up to him. We wait on the line. It's probably like 5, 10 minutes. I'm nervous as hell. I get up to him. He puts his hand out to me. It's the glove hand and shit.
Woo!
And it's like,
tap that up, man.
Now, this story got me intrigued. I never met Kane, man.
Yo, Glenn Jacobs, let's go.
Bruh, I ain't shake his hand. I was scared as hell.
Oh man, yo, I don't know. I don't know.
My mama, cause I didn't really I didn't know. My mom was just like, nah, come see him. He's like some cool guy. Something about wrestling. He used to like wrestling. All right, I'll look at it. I was so scared.
My mom would have told me.
Character.
Then she looked at me and she was like, we waited on this line
for 10
better
minutes.
shake his hand. So I looked at her. And I looked at him, and then I realized, like, this was the weird part. I was like, she's scarier than he is.
Oh man! Oh
So
man!
I
Shout out to
put
mama! Shout out to mama!
My mama would have told me, yo, you got Kane at home, nigga.
Yeah.
But you got a toy figure at home. Go see it there.
Well, I mean, like, it's different because nowadays you gotta actually pay to just even do the walk-ups and shake hands and shit. It was just like WWF people were just chilling there, shaking hands and just taking pictures if you wanted for like, I think it was like $5, $10 for a picture.
He set his own move up.
Yeah, $5 or $10 for the picture, and like, I think like probably 20 for the autograph and shit. It was different back then. Prices and shit.
Yeah.
Nowadays y'all are paying OD money to do that shit.
Yeah.
How old are you, brother?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Shout out to my young black men out here doing it for the culture and all that shit. Feel me? Yo, don't have to got on too as well, man. Really don't have to got on, man. Fast forward, you see King, you meet King. That's right there. You define the moment, man.
That's literally like, all right, I gotta look and see. My mom was like, all right, so now what do you want to do? When I got home, I was like, yo, I want to see more of this. Like, I want to see that guy again.
It's like a drug.
It wasn't like we didn't have the internet back then and shit. The only thing we could do was like, all right, I'll take you to Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Went to Blockbuster, just rented random VHS tapes.
R.I.P.
Yo, shout out to Blockbuster. I definitely remember going to get Armageddon.
Blockbuster, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a time, bro.
I should just go to the porn section and just look at the tapes.
We're not gonna do that right
You
now.
just stare. Like, you just walk by and
And then you hope I hope my grandmother don't walk in the section.
Busty Girls 6.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't looking.
Busty Girls, booty talk now. Alright, man, so.
Always a booty talk.
Oh, man. If you wasn't a West Coast Productions, man, you wasn't.
Oh, you wasn't.
Man. So, man, you get older now, you feel me? School, training. You say you was a wrestler at first, it didn't work out. How did you go about, what school did you went to, who did you train under? You feel me? Because either way, you have to learn how to wrestle with being a ref. It's kind of like the same thing. You got to know the calls.
I went to this school called IWF in Nutley, New Jersey, with this guy named Kevin Knight.
Okay, shout out to him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
The thing is, like, he was an amazing trainer with the basics. He taught me everything I need to know about protecting myself, protecting my opponents, what I need to do in a basic wrestling setting. Fast-paced shit, none of that was taught, but it worked because we were taught from like 70s, 80s style.
That's my era, man.
We'd have like old school people come, Honky Tonk Man, Bushwhacker Luke, Dr. Tom would come. Those people would come probably like every couple months or something.
Wow, that's fire.
We just become friends with them. Tito Santana, he taught like, I think the school he teaches at is probably like 20 minutes from the school. He would come through and stuff like. People would just like old school wrestlers would be there teaching us what to do. So old school wrestling, I'm great at. I don't need to be going like, we would be like trained different. So we was like, some matches we would have to go and like, all right, here's the finish. Go out there. We have the crowd out there and everything. Nowadays, it's like people in the back in the locker room, like calling, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Yo, we got.
Does that bother you sometimes?
I don't really care as long as you keep it safe.
Okay.
Do
you ever know what's going to really happen in the match?
90% of the time, I don't, because I personally tell people like if I've repped them before, they know I don't tell Nick shit.
Yeah.
Just
we even know that rule.
Let him like get the finish sometimes, depending on who it is. Like Darius, he's notorious for doing this bull. Like consistently, he'll tell me to finish. It's never the finish. It's happened like at least 4 times. Like, it's not the finish. So I'm there getting ready, like, all right, 1, 2, niggas dead, 3. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the new finish. We just changed it.
Nigga, when?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
Whereas it's like, I know you get it. I know you get it. Man. Yeah.
I guess I got it. I got it.
But it's like a lot of people you can't do that with. But the idea is, I understand the psychology of things. I can tell, like, all right, this has to be an ending right here. This is the point where everything's going. Sometimes I can go in there and be like, all right, we got this many minutes left. I don't need a time clock. I don't need people in my ear. I hate when I have the things in my ear. Just people telling me things that I'm already telling them. Like,
that myth is true.
I love that shit, man.
It's like, that's what I was trained with my old school wrestling. They taught us, like, nah, you gotta stick to time.
Church.
Like, talking wise, like, they want me to cut like specific promos. I can go cut a 2-minute, a 30-second, a 45-second.
That's the school right there, man.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, Kevin was a dick. Like, he just like
For the dirt sheets out there, it was true. He wasn't really a dick.
Yeah, like, but he taught great basics. Like,
Okay.
But also, I had people like Sean Donovan was another one of the trainers there. Like, he's an asshole, but I love him because without him, I would have not learned this shit. Like,
you know what I like about you, Nick? You know how to adapt to any situation.
Nah, I really didn't. If it wasn't for Sean Donovan, I probably would have quit this.
Shout out to Sean Donovan.
Way.
And why is that? Let us know.
So I came in just like street mentality. Like, I was ready for whatever, and not really like this is stupid, but I didn't know that. I thought indie wrestling was real. So like, I knew the WWE was fake, but I like only going to one IWF show, and I was like, all right, I saw it, and I was like, all right, I could take every one of those dudes there. Then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to this school and learn how to do this shit. I thought indie wrestling was real. So my first couple of days, everything they told me and everything I was doing to people, I was really doing to people. So
the niggas really fucking people up by accident, man.
They go kayfabe. Right. They go kayfabe with Nick.
Oh, man.
My thing was like, alright, like, the dude taught me, like, alright, lock up. Alright, now do it for real. Alright, my nigga back, lock up. Pushing the dude down, trying to like really shove him. He's like, shoving me off. Everybody's like, yeah, that looks great. That looks great. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to fuck this nigga up. I can fuck him up. I can fuck him up. I'm good. I'm lit. Nah, it's not like that. So eventually, like, I started going in the ring, like coming in early and shit. So I was like, hey, I want to wrestle with somebody early. Is anybody there who wants to train? Nobody would ever want to come out and like be in the ring with me. So I just be in the ring.
Damn,
like,
Nick.
Yeah, I was
kind of dangerous, man.
Nah, it was also like I was like
was intimidated.
I was the school nigga.
Okay.
Like, let's keep it a stack. Like, I was the one who was like understandably like
from one nigga to another nigga.
Yeah,
doing other things. Like, I didn't care. Like, when I would like have my headphones in, I was like the only one bumping like some shit. Like, I'd be listening to MOP with my like big ass headphones on class. Like, hey, like bang time, like cool ass. Like, it was
turning into a real wrestler.
Yeah, but it was like I wasn't supposed to be like that, and I did not understand that. So eventually, one morning, Sean got early a part of the class, Sean Donovan got in the ring with me, and he was like, all right, locked up with me. We started going, and we was going. Then out of nowhere, like, we was going, and he put me in some holding shit, and I was choking, and I was like really choking.
I can't breathe.
Like, yeah, but like for real. So I was like, all right. So I started like moving around, and like I don't know what he had to do, but I chose
no way he was getting out.
There was no way I was getting out. So as soon as I got out, I was like, all right, bet, and I snuffed him.
Oh wow!
Then we started like fighting back and forth and shit, and like eventually like.
How long ago was this? Cause you about the commonest nigga.
That Nick, I've never. That's crazy. Cause if you meet you.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I tried.
We probably would have loved you like.
It's literally.
Wow. We love you guys.
It's a switch. It literally is a switch.
Yeah.
Like, I learned from Styles P. raised me, a gangster and a gentleman. Like,
I love this
you
shit.
gotta understand.
Shout out to YO.
Difference. There's a real difference. Like, you gotta keep that side. Like, that's still there. That's probably come out in wrestling nowadays. Like, last time that came out was like, one show in like early 2021, and things happen.
There you go, the road stories.
It's like things happen.
Yeah.
But I try to keep that on the outside, on the
man.
inside, you know? But it's like, yeah, me and Sean Donovan fight, blah, 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 blah. Next day, I'm like, all right, do I want to go to class the next day? Like, I just fought this
The
dude.
trilogy is like, now it's like, fuck.
What do I want to do? I go in there and I see him early. And I go and talk to him. I'm like, yo, I don't fuck with you. He was like, I don't fuck with you either. But you're back. I was like, you gonna leave right now? He was like, you gonna leave right now? I was like, no, I'm gonna keep fucking coming. I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna be fucking better, you bitch ass motherfucker.
Oh my God.
And like,
Oh my God, I fucking
looked
love
him
it.
in the eyes and shit. And he looked at me and he said, good. Keep
Oh,
coming
it's fire.
down. Getting the fucking.
It's fire.
Yo, this episode just got real scarce in this bitch. I ain't
That
gonna
was
hold
fire.
you. Now,
So probably like not the next day, because I guess everybody was trying to keep us separated and they didn't understand. Like I was friendly with people and I made friends, but this was early on, so I really didn't fuck with anybody. So later on, like they tried to separate us and shit. We were cool, just being separated and shit. The next day we got in the ring. We probably did we never talk and shit. We go in the ring, we just do our shit.
I love that.
He was just like calling shit, doing shit. It was probably the best match we ever had.
I loved it.
Ever.
That's fire.
I loved it.
That's
I
fire,
loved it.
man. Very much high five. Shout out to him for that, though, man.
And he looked at me and he was like, you know what? You're wrestling the next show. I was like, oh, it's lit. Went online, ordered my shit. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fire.
You know we about to get into that, right?
Yeah.
Now.
It's funny. I ain't wrestled the next show.
Oh, what happened?
We gotta hear this shit. Let's go.
Kevin Knight don't like me.
Okay.
Now,
Alright,
do you
alright.
do you remember your first match or how many matches did you have while you was in your time of being a wrestler? What the hell was your name? Was you
My
just
cage match says I have
cage match?
Oh, wow.
Oh no! This ain't tonight.
Cage match. He's dangerous. I told you he was dangerous.
He wasn't in the cage.
No. I mean the cagematch.com. The
.com.
cage match
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I thought you said he was in the cage
Yeah.
match.
We
I
know
was like,
we know
niggas
you're
in the cage
dangerous.
match.
Nah, I reffed him, and that's it.
I said, he's dangerous, y'all.
Nah, my cage match says I've done like 60 something, but I know I've done like at least over 100, just because I've done birthday parties and shit. And I did like offbeat shits, shits that just weren't like.
Worst match you've ever ref?
Worst match I've ever refed?
Yeah.
I have a lot. I mean, I
The worst one, the one you was like, I can't wait till this shit ends. It has to be one.
Hold on.
Because I've got matches I was like, I can't wait till this shit ends.
Huh?
what it is when it gets really bad, I sometimes would like try and tell people like what to do and like they grab a hold if they like I see they're getting confused or something. But if it's really, really bad and I know it's like a bad show where I already like I'm good with pay wise, I don't care. I enjoy that shit.
Nigga stupid.
Because I'm like,
I'm just a fan now. I got my bread now.
That'll be number 7 on Botchamania. I'm waiting for that.
Oh,
I've been on 6 times, it's never me.
Oh, man.
Always just standing there like, oh.
Now.
Yo, first off, your facial expressions is classic.
You
Classic,
you know
bro.
how to play it off.
Mad entertaining in the ring too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, where
Because
that?
I do what you would regularly do if you was just like sitting down watching some World Star shit and somebody just got punched in the face. What do you do?
When you do this,
Yo.
Because but when I do it, it's at points where your brain is also, your brain is also like, oh shit, you just got knocked.
Nick,
yeah.
I'm watching a video of us, but you was in the ring, but I didn't notice you had clapped. The way you was clapping, I'm like,
starts pointing out.
I'm watching Nick, but I've never seen you like this guy just loves what he do, man.
Facts.
It's.
Even days where I don't want to do that shit, it's like a matter of like, alright,
it's
if
the
I'm doing
storytelling.
that, the crowd is going to be into it. Because at the end of the day,
You play a major part, man.
it's like the people might not be able to see the wrestling at some point. Let's say like, what I was taught was let's pretend there's some big, how can I say this in 2020?
Big beefy men. Big beefy men. There we go.
Yeah, some really larger person. And there's a kid behind them and shit, and they can't see anything in the ring. They can't see anything probably above the second rope is happening. Let's say we got short people. All they're going to be able to see is me standing up. The only reaction that they're going to be able to make isn't based off what they see in that ring, but off my face. If they see somebody, a little kid see somebody like, the little kid will understand, it's okay to show that emotion, to show a reaction like that. Because if it's a kid first show, they don't know what to do. They're just going to go based off the people around them. If people are all quiet, kids are going to be like in church. Kids are all quiet. Of course, you got some bad kids who just going to be bad kids. But they bad kids, they're not paying attention. If you have the kids who are paying attention, they're either going to be like, or if they see the other people like, or even the referee like, they're going to be like, oh shit, he's dying. Mommy, look. That mommy look is important. That plays a whole thing to starting the match, getting it hyped up, getting everybody getting ready for their shit.
But the kids do be hyped though.
Kids
do be hyped.
Your style, you have your own unique style of roughing. Were there any refs? Because I have to ask these questions prior, like, that you watched, took after, from mainstream, independent. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know, man. Like, because
Teddy Long.
Wait, first of all, dude, I told this motherfucker, dude.
He said it.
Because niggas don't remember that Teddy Long was a ref.
Teddy Long was an amazing ref.
He was amazing.
I didn't know.
You don't remember that?
He was the man, like WCW time, CCW time.
Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Like he was the man, old school WWF shit. Like there's a reason why he became the general manager.
Yeah.
Like it was like, all right, we already know that you can display all these facials and display these emotions, and we've seen you in the back. You've talked to enough people. You're friends with everybody. We don't want to get rid of you. Your body can't handle refereeing.
Yeah.
But we want to keep using you.
And he was entertaining that.
Yeah, you know what? He was entertaining.
Hall of Fame.
Let me ask you a question. What's the your most favorite type of match to either wrestling, or referee?
Well, he don't wrestle anymore.
He wrestles.
He does.
He just doesn't.
That's a secret talent.
Yep.
Nah, I got something coming up. It's gonna be funny. I can't talk.
Oh yeah, we're waiting.
I need to put off
We're waiting.
When the promo video comes, it's game.
Oh, we're waiting.
It's only one though. It's only one.
Oh, we're waiting. We're gonna be there.
Shout out to I can't even. If I said his name, then you already.
I
know it's happening.
I feel it already.
I feel it already. We can't even do it.
Now, you've been around a long time and stuff like that. Any crazy road stories, like you know what I'm saying, with your colleagues, or backstage moments, or in the ring moments, like bloopers, even with yourself, man?
I mean, bloopers is the whole K reel. Whole K has a reel of funny things that he can't put out because like there's botches and stuff where I'm standing right there and I just laugh and I put my head in his camera and laugh.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't put those
can't
out.
Do that. What's the worst thing that's ever happened during a match?
Worst thing that ever happened
to you or to whoever?
I mean, to me, I'm stupid, so I broke my rib once.
He's like,
but I was like, we had to keep going, so then I accidentally messed up my boy's rib too. So
how does this happen?
Now, what's the sign for that? If you fuck up your rib and fuck up your boy's rib, what's the sign for that?
We was in training, okay. So our brain was like, all right, fuck it, we keep going. It was just some stupid shit. He was like, his shoulder was right here. He dropped down with me. I was like, I should have just popped up quicker. I just came all the way down. I just heard. I was like, oh no.
Oh wow.
I tried breathing and
I was breathing like this.
Oh my. Well, that's how I was.
Literally sips of air.
So I was like, all right, I'm good. I wasn't good, but we kept on wrestling. Later on, I had him in the corner and I gave him an elbow. Ooh. But it was like a shoot elbow because I was like, it wasn't that I wanted to hit him, but my brain wasn't right because of the breathing was hurting shit. So I hit him and you just saw him. He was like, you gotta get rid.
I need to know this. What was your wrestling name, Nick? What was your wrestling name?
Soul Train Nick Shin.
Oh!
Shout out to Meatloaf Mafia Virgil. Get well soon.
Soul Train. Say it again.
Soul Train, baby. Soul Train Nick Shin.
I like that, yo.
Man, for the
you had the purple pants on?
Oh, nah. Straight yellow.
Straight yellow.
Yellow and black.
Bell bottoms.
Nah. Singlet.
Okay.
You just hear Soul Train, you think Dom Canary.
I think bell bottoms.
I actually had a dope vest and everything. everything. I had a cane, I had a bow tie and all that. I had
glasses, Too Cold Scorpio and all that. I heard that, man.
Too Cold Scorpio.
That's fire. That's fire, man. That's fire, man. What you got for him?
Now, before we get into the DirtyHeelz weird questions and shit like that, how many matches you have refed?
Over 100, he said.
How about wrestled over like around 100.
I need to hear ref.
You've wrestled?
Yeah, wrestled over like 100.
Yeah.
Fuck
Good thing I go back to my shit, man.
Reffing, let's say I do.
Because you've been in some heavy hitters,
man. I do 3 shows, 2 to 3 shows a week.
Damn.
So at least 2 to 3 shows a week. Within those, I at least have like, let's say, 5 matches. I've done like at least over an hour.
What's your favorite match that you've done so far? Your
favorite match.
Nigga, did you just hear how many matches he did? You think you don't remember those?
Everybody got a favorite or something, nigga.
Yeah.
2 favorites. My first favorite was on the WrestleMania week where House of Glory just had mad shows over and over, like every single day.
Yeah.
Brian hit me up like at 10:30 the night before the first shit. Brian XL. It was like, hey, is he? This was a text, but this is just his voice in my head. Maybe. What do you need? I need you here tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow.
And tomorrow.
Okay. I guess I will be. I had to go to work and shit, but I was like, all right.
Made it
I called out of work.
Oh yeah,
I got in trouble, but nah.
Yeah.
It was Destiny Wrestling. It was Destiny. I think it was
that was WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, it was.
So
everything.
You saw Moose take out Josh Alexander's wife. Was you there when Moose spared Josh Alexander's wife in the middle of the ring?
That's HOG. He's talking about HOG.
He talking about HOG.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I ref Moose when he was when they did not. I ref Moose at
Look, I still need to get some.
Yeah, I ref him a couple times.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Damn.
That's the homie. But yeah, so that whole weekend was fire. And the one match that like stuck out on that one was Great Muda to Jerry and Pentagon versus Low Key and LAX.
Oh, that's fire.
You didn't make that.
Proud and powerful. Santana and Ortiz.
5150.
Oh wow, that's fire. That's fire. All the guys in the ring.
Match ever. Like, it was like crazy. The whole time you felt the energy in that one. Like, it was fire. The second best match was also at House of Glory. It was Bully Ray versus Sami Callihan.
Whoa. That was some time ago.
It was the scariest, coolest moment of my life because I don't like to know things about matches.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's like 2 TV guys, like, they don't know me. I mean, Sammy knew me because I refed him multiple times in Hall anyway.
Yeah.
But Bully didn't know me, and he's Bully. And I was like, all right, this man's going to be like my... The problem is your perception. So I was like, all right, he's going to be scary. He's going to be mean and shit. Walked up to him. I was like, hi, I'm your referee. Hey, how are you, man? Just talking friendly and shit. Like, I was...
His real name is Mark.
Yeah, like, I mean, I felt stupid for just, like, putting that, like, mentality on people and then, like, really putting this...
Television, it's television. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it's not even just television. Like, at the end of the day, we are right now, we're peers. We're working together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm a referee, you're a wrestler, and we're all in the same job, getting the same, like, getting paid from the same person. Like, at the end of the day, right now, we're all working together. And he talked to me and shit and explained the match. He was like, all right, so at some point, we're going to give you an elbow, you're going to bump. And he said, then you're going to do the WrestleMania finish. Which one? It was like, Dusty. I was like, what you mean? So he was like, well, you're going to take a bump. And you're going to wait. Another ref's going to come out. He's going to award me the championship because I'm going to win the match. So I'm like, all right. He said, then you're going to get up. You have to show off that you've been hurt badly. If you don't show off that you've been hurt badly, this is bullshit. You fucked up our entire match.
Shit.
Did he
Then
just
you
trying
have to
to
take
strong
then you need to get in my fucking face. Get as close as you can, yell at me, put your finger in my fucking face.
I like that, actually.
Steal the title right out of my hands and hand it back to Sammy. And in my mind, I'm like, yes, sir. Outside, I was like, yes, sir. I couldn't even formulate anything other than like, yo, I'm scared as shit. Like, first off,
This is fully
He's
right.
way bigger in person, like than he looks on TV. Like it's weird.
Yeah,
like he don't look as tall as he is, but he's mad tall and like it was just
Rocky.
It was a time in his life, like maybe
Yeah.
like a couple years ago, like he just was like he was big,
He was buffed up.
He was solid, he was
Yeah.
diesel, and I was scared. And he just came like he did the match, yada yada. The spot was coming up. I was like, oh, I'm gonna die right now. It's not good. This isn't good at all. Yada yada. It comes. Boom! Take that shit. I never took such a perfect bump in my life.
Oh, man, I ain't stop that. The perfect bump.
Perfect bump, man.
Perfect one.
Bro, I just flew straight to the ground, but perfectly, so I was out the way of all this shit. Because afterwards, he was like, he went turned around, I think he got hit by something. It was
Did you hear his voice in your head the whole time it was going down?
Honestly, points like that, shit gets slow as fuck. Like, it was probably like looking back, like I put Instagram clips of it, it's like a good like 20, 30 seconds and stuff, but it felt like 15, 20 minutes where like I literally was in there and I like as he was coming and prepping for the spot, I was like, alright, yo, you could do this, like yo, you're that nigga, son.
I love it.
Like, that's what my mind says. It's like that's the way I was raised. Like
I like
when
that.
my as a kid, like my uncle would always laugh like your name was Nicholas.
Ah.
Like, it was like not Nicholas because like I was always like the oddball, but it was true. Like I'm still me. But it's like they know I'm good.
Yo, where you from, Nick?
Teaneck.
No, like originally, like you was born in Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
all right.
Put him in the hot
Around
seat.
there in Georgia.
All right.
Oh,
And I was
Georgia.
Millie,
Okay.
Georgia.
I ain't mad at you.
Shout out to Decatur.
I like down south.
Shout out to Georgia Peaches.
Yeah, like being in Teaneck is like 15 minutes from the bridge, so it's like it's enough where it's like I'm always around New York, so I always have my New York.
That shit,
That is
48
true.
minutes on GPS, man.
No,
You know what
tell
I'm
me about
saying? Before we put you in the hot seat, any match that you would like to ref that you haven't refed already?
Good question.
I wanted to ref Cody Rhodes. I'm happy. Of course, I'm happy people get signed in the WWE, but I'm probably not going to ref him.
Yeah,
this
but
guy here.
maybe in a couple years you will. He'll come back.
I always wanted to ref Eddie Kingston, and that shit meant a lot because my trainer Kevin Knight always used to like complain at me and be like, "You're just like Eddie fucking Kingston. You don't listen to anybody. You do what the fuck you want. You'll never get this shit right." And Eddie Kingston used to also train at the IWF.
Oh,
Yeah.
fire.
I love it.
Yeah, he originally started there. He learned his basics, and then he just like he couldn't handle it. Like he just got up and left, and then he went to Chikara and shit, which was like, if I really wanted to be in the wrestling shit, I would have done something smart like that. I probably would have gone to House of Glory because that's where I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
But it was like Nutley was like 25 minutes from my house, and House of Glory was over the bridge and shit, and I couldn't afford to.
No, you
we know
thinking
that.
smart, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're about to throw you in a Dirty Hill hot seat, whatever like that.
Oh.
For the culture, you already know, man. Jamie Foxx or Martin? You know, we can't ask the whole Will Smith situation going on.
Yeah.
Feel me? But Jamie Foxx or Martin?
Martin, but Jamie Foxx used to come on more, so I used to like the Jamie Foxx show. He used to come on UPN more.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Like
I think
in the house.
Like
thing
Martin
on
was
that?
more so was like on the cable channels, and for like maybe like 3 or 4 years we just didn't have cable at my house, so we ain't able to watch UPN. I was watching the Jamie Foxx show instead.
That's how I got
one things like that.
I ain't gonna front. Having no cable. That's how I got in touch
in the
with
house
friends.
with LL Cool J.
That's how I got in touch with friends and Seinfeld though, having no cable.
Of course. Everybody hates Raymond and Kings and Queens.
That's when I would
like
go
that.
outside. I always hated those shows.
I would watch them. I'd watch them.
All right, man.
They would come downstairs and be like, "What you watching these white folk for?" Yeah, this ain't funny.
Bro, you shows is hilarious.
No,
to me.
it's just
I
dry.
love it,
It's
yo.
dry but dark but hilarious.
Yeah, definitely.
Nah, bruh. I needed some funny niggas.
So that means you a
I
nigga.
watch Girlfriends though. Girlfriends.
You watch Girlfriends? Are you serious?
Hell
Nah,
yeah.
I can't
Hell
do it.
yeah.
The only
I don't
good
like
thing about so that means you watched the Eve show when it was coming on too.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't like
Eve,
the
how we do it? All right, for the culture, we got Nas back here, whatever like that. You spoke a lot about Jada, Styles P, and all that shit. Of course, you listen to hip hop and all that. Your top five hip hop rap. You know, dead, alive. I don't care how you do it. Do you watch battle rap, by the way? Before we start.
Nah, I don't watch battle rap anymore. I stopped watching battle rap and I stopped rapping.
Oh,
Is that a
that's
secret
a secret talent. That's the secret talent.
Nah, that ain't it. I ain't
That's
it.
the
I'm gonna
secret
find out
talent,
some
bro.
talent. All right.
I heard he's
I
fired.
was fired. I probably am still fired. I can trash people.
Oh.
People
Top 5
listen.
artists though.
Top 5, Jada Styles.
Told you. Like you should have lived in Yonkers.
Nas. Jay. I need a float. You know what? I'm gonna say Nori.
What?
And here's why.
Not mad at that one.
Because Low Life Louis.
Okay.
Whenever Low Life Louis used to come out to the Nori, it was the most lit event of your life.
Okay.
I would sneak
Okay.
go to
Okay.
the JCW shows, like when they were like going at Ramsey and shit.
Mhm.
Like when I wasn't supposed to at IWF, and I would go there. When Low Life Louis would come out, hey,
Felt
Noriega.
that. Felt that.
I know, that's fire.
You're like a rebel, aren't you? You're like,
Yeah.
Also, I love Drink Champs, so yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
why-
what it is. Like that's why Nori got the floater. Also, I like Nori. Like,
Yeah.
Nori don't spit; he just speaks. And I,
think
like that
I think it's terrible.
So what about
It
Capone?
is,
Capone
but
didn't
I
mean
love
nothing?
it.
Capone didn't mean nothing?
Not
Capone
as
is a
much.
nice one to me.
Capone-
Okay, he didn't mean
That was
nothing.
what it was. Nori was like understandable.
Yeah.
Like he would just speak.
And the
speak
dumb shit
straight
he would
to
say
him.
was, it
Was
would be
so
cool.
Exactly.
That's like saying Peter Guns
It was cool.
is
You
Like,
better
gotta
than
think
Lil
about
Tyreek.
like nowadays. You gotta think about listening to it like that's catchy. It makes a little bit of sense,
Yeah.
but it's catchy. That's why he's a floater.
I dig
I
that.
ain't mad at you.
Man,
Alright, DC or Marvel, man.
DC. Anything Batman, I'm with.
How did you feel about the Batman that's come out? Did you see Doctor Strange?
I didn't see Doctor Strange. I just saw Batman like last week. It was fire. I liked it more than the other Dark Knight joints.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I just hated the voices and all those. Like,
Yeah, I'm just not a
Batman like this, and the Bane was just
This is
horrible.
justice.
Now,
Yeah, Bane pissed me off. Yeah.
give us a superpower that can pertain from
It was a superpower that'll help you
Yeah.
with your job.
any job.
Perfect endurance. Being able to
Okay.
just like, because I was just walking up and down the flight of stairs with some pipes today, and it was just mad heavy on the like 6th or 7th trip. And I was like, I gotta keep working.
That'd be a superpower. He never get tired.
Yeah, just never being tired. I would just do so much. Like I hate sleeping now, because sleeping is like when I could be doing things, like I could be reading something.
Like
I could be,
the kids be sleeping. Like, hey, what your kids doing? Huh? I'm up. Don't even worry about it. Daddy's up. Hey. I'm about to go cooking.
yeah, it's my reading time. That's like my chilling time. Like I'll write out
like this.
Nick,
Yeah, I'll write stuff.
you got the
yeah.
whole Kawhi Leonard thing going on, like, you know, the not laughing and just smiling when you want to and all that, the coolness about it, man. I like that.
Kawhi Leonard.
The whole Kawhi Leonard, speaking of Kawhi Leonard, NBA Finals, fuck Kawhi Leonard, NBA Finals, are you up to date?
I haven't watched an NBA game since the Knicks were.
No,
The Nets were in Jersey. When the Nets were in Jersey.
When Kid had a
Jason
jersey?
Kidd.
When Kid had a jersey?
Vince Carter era.
That's when my boy Chris Humphrey
I
stole
saw
it
some
too.
gold try.
Yeah.
I hit it.
They always my mom would always put me in the programs where you end up going to the Globetrotters game.
Oh, I love the Globetrotters.
Globetrotters.
You know how you always have those programs where like you see all the other black kids and you like,
I would-
oh, y'all niggas here too. I remember you in school. Oh, we friends now.
I went to that a couple times. All right, y'all got a question.
Summer
You had
school.
to you got to use a wrestling term. What would the name of your porn be?
You said that comment.
Using wrestling terms.
The 1, 2, 3 count. I love it.
Yeah. Striped out.
The White Tiger?
Hold on, I'm thinking. No kayfabe.
Ooh, okay. No kayfabe. This shit is real.
I need to hear more about that when the show goes off.
This is real, son.
No kayfabe. Hashtag raw.
Oh. That's
You
you might even
got me smiling from mid-air now.
I'm gonna have to borrow that tape afterwards.
Man, no Madagascar, man. Alright, man, before we close out, whatever like that, man, give us a really a secret talent that nobody knows about Nick.
Raps, I'm telling you.
Then I spit hot fire. Like I
telling you, he
spit
raps,
hot
bro.
fire, but honestly,
You play the piano?
Nah.
Violin.
Are you walking a cheat? Are you walking a cheat?
You play the violin?
Yeah, violin, guitar, drums.
You finally got somebody.
Turn that shit all the way over here.
You finally got somebody. We've had guests on here many times. We keep saying someone plays the violin.
We assume.
We assume everyone plays the violin.
6-string guitar. I have a 12-string, but I never learned to play it. It was my grandpa's, but I figure it would be just understandable. Bass guitar, piano. I can't read music, but if you sit me in front of the piano, just have me let me find the keys and everything. I can play along anything you need.
He was like a choir director on a low.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You are?
Yeah. My grandma's a pastor. I try to keep my personal outside of my wrestling, just because like I'm me, but my grandma's a pastor, and it's like I do pretty much everything for the church I can when I'm free. But
Amen.
Pretty much over the past like year and a half, like it hurts, but I've just been taking more Sunday bookings just because since the pandemic, so many more people are running, and so many people are doing things on Sundays and times they never had before. So I'm like, I need to take this, but along the way I listen to like my gospel and stuff, and like my grandma always told me like show up. So when I can show up, I'm doing what I can. The kids all know me. The kids are like me, like it's gonna come up here and sing a song.
She be like, you want a hard candy, baby? I got a peppermint for you, baby. Come on, sis.
Wow, man, that's crazy, man. It's one question I had on the top of my head, man, but I just fucking forgot it, man. I don't know why. I've been around him too long, man.
I forget everything, man. Any shout-outs?
Any shout-outs, man? I know this is kind of short notice and all that shit. We will have you.
It's all good.
Have you again, man.
Let's see.
Are you single?
A lot of the shows that I'm about to do are coming up shows. We talk about shows.
Yes,
do they ever get mad that you're referring? Do the companies ever get mad that you're referring for another company?
That happened to me once, and it was a company that I was mad at anyway. It was, I just hate all the South Jersey wrestling. All the South Jersey wrestling is ass. Like, the only good thing coming out of South Jersey, if it's not from H2O, if it's not from Super Crazy, then it's just ass and horrible. And just like, it's bringing down business, the people there, the people leading it, the people running it. It's like, it's so sad.
Terrible.
How they just like,
so you don't like,
so
you're not a fan of Brett Lauderdale. You're not a fan of.
Oh, no. I'm not even talking about him. He's not.
Okay.
He's him. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I used to have a problem with him, but I realized that I didn't have a problem with him. I had a problem with the baby ref, and the baby ref eliminated himself, so I'm good now.
Okay.
Like, I was at the GCW for the culture joint.
How was that?
That shit was fire. I only got to do one match because I was mad late to that, but I was also at Zicky Dice's show, which was supposed to end earlier.
Outlandish.
But I was there in his show early. His shit changed the time, so it was at the same exact time. So I was like, I bet I can make you show. And I was like, yo, AJ,
Do you got any secret memorabilia? Like, I mean, you ref all these matches, and you don't get nothing from these guys. You don't get hey, let me have a t-shirt.
This is gonna sound weird. I have some wrist tape from some of my friends. I have a piece of my friend Mike Cammett's wrist tape. He passed. I have a piece of my friend Justin Adams' wrist tape. Like, I'll just sometimes like snip the wrist tape, put it in a box, and just leave it there and like write the time and date on it. But it's
that's
like,
fine.
The thing about like my friend Mike Cammett, Golden Boy, like he passed, so it was like now it just means a lot more. I have a piece of Matt Travis's, and he passed. It means a lot more. But it was a funny day when we got that because it was like I did the Great Move at the Jerry match and shit. But a lot of people don't know. How do you think that mist happens?
He spits it out from the bottom of his tongue.
So he has it in his mouth the whole time.
I have no idea. You know, that's a good question. I thought he pulls out his pants.
How do you think mist happens?
Man got the little capsule on his
Oh, y'all think it's capsules?
I don't know.
Fancy motherfucker.
I don't know everything.
So he had like you know how the aspirin pill is? It's like the little clear one. He cracks it inside of his mouth. He takes it out of his pen, cracks it inside of his mouth, spits it.
So I thought the same thing. So condoms.
What?
Condoms.
Not a balloon. Well, a condom does pop a lot faster than a balloon.
So here's why they use condoms. What would you rather have inside of somebody's pocket before a match? A balloon filled with some type of little liquid, or a condom tied up, and then the top of it snipped off, filled with some type of liquid.
I was doing that with my piss tester jack back in the day when I was on paper.
The condom's gonna hold it better.
Hold better, yeah.
So here's the other hard part.
What kind of condoms is it you?
So no. See,
does it matter?
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, it don't matter. These niggas just have condoms. Nah, some people have specific condoms. I'm not gonna say which of the three, but either Great Muda, Tajiri, or Pentagon specifically had cherry condoms, which were specifically theirs, which I specifically had to remember which pocket was in, also based on what color each one was in. So each pocket was
It's a mystery right here, baby.
red, green, orange, cherry all the way to the left. I had a little, I always keep a little roll of napkin on me. Cherry on the left. I think the cherry was the orange on the left.
Yeah.
Green on the right. In one ass pocket.
Gotta fuck that whole thing up.
The entire time. Match was crazy. This is why it's like I love this match so much, because if I would have dropped down like and done one of my big counts and shit, you would have popped everything. But that's also the reason why they use condoms instead of balloons, so they can't do that shit. So midway throughout the match, when you're ready for these shit,
crazy.
I'm just doing my regular reffing shit. Hey, what do you say? What do you say? It's just that man. His homie just saw it flying. He was like, I was like, yo, I didn't even see him put it in his mouth.
Now
I saw him throw it. I saw him
catches it.
He was just like, he was selling and shit. His shit was gone. He had his shit, and it was perfect. It was the chip. It was. He had his shit that he needed. Went and did the spot and everything.
This is like beyond it for me, man.
Low key's coming off the top and shit. Perfect timing and everything. In the beginning spot when they're opening up, they do their entrance and shit. They come in, they do their spots and all that shit. HOG took the clip and like they slowed it down and it just looks cool as fuck on the page where it's like you see like Great Muda and everybody on one side and it like slowly goes and you see me in the middle and shit and it's like everybody low key and LAX on the other side and Proud and Powerful and shit that like and I'm just there in the middle. Second that the camera goes off me, cause I was looking for the camera and shit. Even though I'm not looking at the camera, I'm watching the camera and shit. The second that shit goes off me, I pass off three of the condoms and shit. One of them is the cherry one. All at the same time.
No Monday Night Raw.
Perfectly. They all catch that shit. Do what they gotta do. Entrance. Everybody spits out mist from the beginning and shit. Most amazing shit I ever seen in my life.
Well, I'm glad to say
that shit sounds fire. I'm not gonna lie, it got me mad intrigues in here. I'm
still
like,
had different ones in my pocket. Still had to remember what color was what, where was.
You know I'm gonna ask you about dating and all that.
Did you have more in your pocket once the match was over? Or no, they were all used up.
Everything was used.
Okay. Did you keep any of the condoms? Like,
so that's where it all goes to. So
oh my God.
The condoms were the memorabilia. So afterwards, like they spit it out, and one of like for Muda, he didn't even put the whole condom in his mouth. Pause. He just like took it. Tip shit just dropped. I'm like, alright, there's a like little tied up tip and shit. Perfect. Toss it in my pocket because I don't want the fans to see this shit. Not mentally like, oh, I want to keep this shit, but like, I don't want the fans to see that you just spit out the shit because it's in the ring, and what if you fall on it, little shit like that.
Yeah.
Even though it's small and shit, it's gonna hurt you if you like old and fall on some little pointy ball shit. So I'm like, alright, you move some shit out the ring.
I'm a safety man. I like that.
Afterwards, like, they look and they like all spitting out their condoms in the back and shit, and I'm like, alright, that comes up to me.
You just went in the trash can. I was like, let me go ahead and get over, brother.
Nah.
Hey, I got this bag. Just go ahead and spit this in the bag.
I was like, I got a couple more comments you want to fill up.
Word. So he was a weird thing. So
you mind writing two Kid of Stone on that condom right before you fill it up, brother.
Nah. But here was the weird thing. So Matt came up to me. He looked and he was like, yo, you gonna keep that? I was like, nah, nigga, that's a condom that just came out of a nigga's mouth.
I'm keeping
and
that.
then he looked at me and he was like, was that Great Buddha's mouth?
Yeah, I'm keeping that.
Or Tajiri's
If it's
mouth.
Great Buddha's mouth, I'm keeping
Facts.
it.
And then I was like, that one was Buddha.
Yes.
And he was like, keep it back. That's whose? That one was Tajiri. I looked at it, I looked at the color, I was like, that was Tajiri.
Without tossing.
Nigga picked it up, he was like, I bet I'm keeping this one, you keep that one.
My nigga.
And I was like, alright, give me some tape, bruh. So he took his tape, snipped it, gave it to me, put it in my pocket.
Oh, hell yeah. Fuck
And
yeah.
I just have it inside my box.
Was that the ever? Was that the first time you ever walked around with a condom in your pocket that wasn't yours?
Yeah.
I said that wasn't yours.
It was weird.
You had like about 6 of them in your joints, boy.
Yeah, like I didn't have all of those. Some of my I had to kick to the side, but it was like weird because I never really take anybody's shit or like memorabilia or shit. But like he had said like, nah, it's some shit, so I took it.
I'm like, I need his tooth.
And it's like his wrist tape too. Like that shit meant a lot because
Wait, who
like Max.
Trap-
Nah,
Max.
it was
Max.
Max.
Oh.
Because it's like, I really don't
MDK.
like take people's shit like that. The only people I had taken was my boy Golden Boys because it was like at the last show we did and I was like, alright, the school's closing up. We probably never gonna wrestle again. So he was like, nah, I'm gonna start going to school and shit. And he graduated and shit and then he passed. And it's like, I had his wrist tape. I got my boy Justin Adams.
Yeah.
And then I had Max. And it's like,
Anything you should have taken, but you didn't?
nah, it's like, it's just weird. It's like, I know my boy Justin, like, he's still alive and shit, but the idea is just like the only people I like got their wrist tapes and really like cared, like, that was my man's. Like,
Okay.
I remember when I was like, I talked Steve off like to like so much about like, yo, he should come and he should like wrestle here. And when he finally did, he was so happy and hyped and like, and I was like, yo, he's got to be for the championship. He got to face Sebastian. And
Alright.
Yo,
Any
man.
shout outs, let the people know where to find you, man, before we get out of here.
Before any advice, before we get out of here,
any
anybody
advice?
that's trying to live your life, walk your shoes,
Anybody that's trying to be a referee or be a wrestler, think about it. Realize that you gotta give your entire life to this. Like, this is like an entire like lifestyle change. Like, if I didn't do this, I would have been a bad person.
You know the lady that be on the side.
I probably wouldn't be here. Like, I probably would have been one of those people like dead in the streets, like doing whatever, probably in jail. And it was times I've been arrested like way times before, but once I started wrestling, I stopped and I changed my life. This can change your life if you really wanted to.
Should have changed ours.
But if you don't want to push towards it, you really don't care, just give up, stop, don't try. Like,
Be a
I
quitter.
hate y'all people. Like, people that are just there like
Well.
half-ass, people that like pay people to ref matches or pay for wrestlers to be on so they can ref their matches because they're nasty and that's the only way to get girls. Like, y'all niggas are nasty. Like,
I
y'all
love this
whack
shit.
refs. Like, y'all don't care. Like, stop leaning on the corners. Like, the only person that I've ever seen that I could give a fuck about staying leaning on the corner is Mike Keener. And that's because he's the man. He can lean on the corner if he wants. Anybody else, you're lazy. Your pants is sagging off. Your drawers and shit. I wear garters. I wear fucking garters. I hate them shits. They make me feel sus sometimes, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's a part of the game, right?
But brother, I wear that shit so my pants don't look stupid, so my shirt don't come out. People don't care no more. Like, I care. I give a fuck about this. Like, I'm really trying to be the best out there. If you want to be in this, try and be the best. If you're trying to be like me, you can't.
Ooh,
Straight up.
shots fired.
You know
I'm
that's
going
in
to be
his
the
like his
best
bio.
referee ever.
Let me know where to find you.
Blake, period.
Let me know where to
Nick
find you.
_Shin.
Nick _Shin.
Yo, you already know. Thank you, Nick, for coming out.
Sure.
Yo, love is love. This won't be your last time on this bitch, of course. We see you at multiple events and shit like that.
My next event is on Friday. I'm at NFW. That's in Ridgefield Park. On Saturday, I am in.
No, son, that's a busy schedule.
Do they have Metro cards in Jersey the way how you be? Like, oh, you just go.
You just drive
I mean,
everywhere.
I drive everywhere, bro.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
You, look, how you say, how you making it sound like everything's 5 minutes away from each other.
Word.
The 14th is Flying V. Actually, after this, I'm going to after this right now, I'm going to Battle Club. Not Battle Club, just going to the Fallout Shelter. And
We'll be there.
Reffing some fun things right now. 14th is Saturday. I'm at Flying V in Maryland. This 15th, I'm at some secret show with some people back in Brooklyn. The 20th, I think I'm in Maryland for CZW. The 21st, the Team Extra Ace. 22nd for We Are Wrestling. 27th is House of Glory. 28th is Pro Wrestling Magic, and I'll probably find something for the 29th.
Well, we know Nick is a
I'll
workaholic.
see you at least 6 times.
Y'all see me. Y'all gonna see me.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta
see
at
me.
least come to the Jay Lethal joint.
Yeah, we
Jay
are.
Lethal,
The Jay
like,
Lethal, and we'll be there.
that's the homie.
Yeah, you know we'll be at the
It's
Jay
weird
Lethal.
as hell. I reffed him, but never existed because the match never came out.
Can you give me his? Can I get his wrist tape?
You dead ass?
Yeah, I want Jay Lethal's wrist tape.
You want his time?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nick, stop playing with us.
Hell yeah, yo, Nick, yo, don't do that, man.
Ass. Yo, I have his wrist tape.
Look, can I-
His Mark loves you.
Look,
Yo,
fuck it.
I want it.
Yo,
I
can
want
you
it.
sign your name?
Yo, that ass. All right, yo, you got me hyped.
Look, can I have your ref shirt and can you sign it?
I mean,
Yo, we gonna need yours too.
Those kind of cost money. Man.
All right, we gonna
Let me-
come up.
Honestly, let me watch it because it was funny as hell. The last show I went to, I was going through my shirts and I put it on. I was like, yo, whose blood is this?
Oh my god.
So
Oh
you don't
my
even know
God.
sometimes.
And I know I just washed the shirt, so I was like, fuck, whose blood was this?
It's for life, baby.
But I know it was from Enjoy Wrestling in Pittsburgh from 2 weeks ago. Enjoy Wrestling is is today Wednesday or Thursday tomorrow.
This nigga here is a slide when it come down to wrestling.
Yeah, tomorrow at 8 o'clock you can go on YouTube, watch Enjoy Wrestling. It'll be coming on live.
Okay.
So that live premiere, because we'll definitely be in Pittsburgh. Be right there at Mr. Small's Theater.
You said
Except
right
we'll,
there?
we'll
Yeah, right
definitely
there.
be there
I love it.
live on YouTube. Hit that up, 8 o'clock, Enjoy Wrestling. It'll be fire.
You heard it here first. I am the DOE.
And I'm your boy, Kid Stone A Coffee Weed Stand.
It's Nick Shin, baby, the white tiger among zebras.
And we are the Dirty Heels. Bang, like, subscribe, comment, need a rep, hit him up.